everyone, it's Julia from Right Way here. I'm here with Mr. Cavazos today, Mr. Roland Cavazos. No relation, just kidding. That's my dad. He's a master plumber here in the Pearland area. He's been in business for well over 20 years, and we're lucky to have him today to just talk a little bit about some problems that homeowners may have and some frequently asked questions that we hear all the time in the industry. And just some warning signs that might turn into costly repairs later. So thanks for coming, Dad.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. So we'll just jump right in. What are some warning signs, that most homeowners miss? Some of the biggest things that you see that homeowners miss?
Some of the early warning signs are that you want to look for are like doors that will not close properly, windows that are misaligned and that won't shut all the way. Those are generally signs of foundation issues, which are usually caused by a plumbing leak under the house. You'll probably notice those more towards like where there's a restroom or a kitchen sink or a washing machine or something like that.
No, you're right. And I think a lot of people don't really associate their foundation issues with an actual plumbing issue. So that's really good to know. A lot of times we go to houses and they have foundation issues, and they're like, well, it's just some settling, but it could be a larger problem.
Yeah, could be a big problem. Yeah, you need to check that. Yeah,
that's good info. So what currently is the best type of piping to have in the house? I know that there's different systems. So what's kind of the best for each?
Well, there's three systems in the house. There's a drainage venting system, which is Schedule 40 PVC is the pipe that we use for those systems now in a residential application. Water piping that is being used now is the PEX piping. Uponor system is a real popular one. And those are the plastic red and blue looking pipes.
Okay, yeah.
That you see.
I've seen those.
Yeah. And then gas piping is regular black steel Schedule 40 pipe still. And they have other systems now with ProPress and these stainless steel tubings and stuff. But for me, I would recommend the Schedule 40 black steel.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good to know. So if I was considering repiping my house, what's the best way for me as a homeowner to kind of check out and see, what kind of pipe I currently have?
What I generally do is I look at the extension, where the water line connects to a toilet, because that is wide open, and so you can look at the little valve and check the pipe behind the valve. If it's a bronze-colored pipe, it's going to be copper.
Okay.
And if it's a gray-looking steel pipe, that's galvanized. And then if it's going to be blue if it's PEX. So
yeah.
you'll know once you see it, you'll know what it is.
I wouldn't never thought of that. Usually I'm like, let's go look in the attic and see what's going on up there.
No, try to avoid getting in the attic, especially right now.
It's too hot for all that.
Too hot, yeah.
Oh, so that's good to know. I'm definitely gonna look at mine later and see what's going on there. What's another? I guess what's a warning sign of stoppages? I mean, we talked about the different piping. Stoppage as far as your drainage system goes. What are some signs of that?
Well, drainage systems, they generally give you a tell. Like in the summertime, we deal with more AC stoppages, which are up in the attic. A lot of them have a P-trap that's up there in the attic. At least the old style systems are piped into a P-trap up there that doesn't get washed. So what happens with that thing in the wintertime, everything that's in there dries up. Well, come the next season when you turn that unit on and it starts working really hard in August, September, it starts to back up. And with that, you'll feel it around, generally like around a lavatory, and you'll feel it down on the floor, and it'll be cold water.
Cold water.
So that's how you can tell. Touch it, it's cold water, and you'll know that it's AC.
AC drain.
Turn off the AC. Some newer AC systems come with a built-in switch in the secondary pan, or that will turn it off automatically. So a lot of times, if your AC just turns off all by itself, then you probably got a plumbing issue.
Right.
The other thing is on your regular drainage system, like your toilets or your tubs and whatnot, they will tend to gurgle
Oh yeah.
gasping for air,
heard
you
that.
know, and then you'll see the stuff running out
Right.
from
Right.
underneath. If your toilet is not set properly, then
Right.
you'll see it come out.
I know I had to call him this month about my house was doing that. It was a lot of fun. So it ended up being a stoppage. So, you know, when it is a larger problem, I guess, you know, when's it time to reroute, you know, your drainage pipes? Because I know, you know, we run into that a lot with, you know, in investment real estate or, you know, dealing with homeowners that, you know, they're having these constant issues.
Right.
So, I mean, when is it time to do that, and kind of what's the process there?
The best thing to do, and I tell everybody that I like or love, before you buy the house, you want to go ahead and do a static test on it.
Yeah.
And make sure that the piping is good up underneath the house. If it's not good, then it creates a situation where you have to tunnel to the fixture and reroute the pipe outside of the house and then run a new sewer line. So it is pretty extensive. We have to get permits for that.
Right.
Engineer design letters for backfilling these tunnels.
Right.
So definitely not if you're an investor, you definitely don't want to spend that money on that. So the test is a cheap investment that you can make
Prior
to save
to-
you
right.
prior to save you a ton of money.
Oh, no, definitely.
Yeah. And if you do a reroute, you want to reroute it with Schedule 40 PVC. We use approved hangers underneath there. The piping is actually connected to the slab of the house.
So when it moves, it moves
It moves with
with
the house.
Yeah,
That's
good
it,
thinking.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay, well, I really appreciate you coming in today. And where can our viewers find you? I know you're on Facebook, website.
Mm-hmm. It's A Better Plumbing. We're located in the heart of Pearland, Texas. Our number is 281-692-1684. abetterplumbingllc.com. Look us up. We're on Facebook.
Yeah, go like them on Facebook.
Go like us, yeah, for sure. Use us and you'll like us even more.
Yes. All right, well, I appreciate it. And we'll see y'all next time. Thanks.
Thank you.